You've seen those crazy Christmas displays that are set to music. Well, our Geek Squad agent, Derek Meister, has done it for Halloween.
So the question is, just how difficult is it to do this? Agent Meister joining us now to explain, and he brought along his mother, Joanne. Good morning. Mama Meister with us today.
Mama
because
Meister.
You were actually the inspiration for all of this. You've been collecting this stuff since 1970.
Yep.
So how do you do this? You buy stuff throughout the year?
Yeah, I've got a daughter in Tucson, Arizona, a son in Kansas, and when I visit, I just keep stopping different places and pick up.
And you also pick some stuff up on eBay as well.
Right.
Wheeling and dealing all year long.
All year.
Oh, this is great. Okay.
All right, Derek, you said it's not very difficult to do, putting this stuff together and having a nice display outside your home.
You guys probably have seen those videos for Christmas and that sort of thing. It used to be that you almost had to have an electrical engineering degree to do this kind of thing. Fortunately, 5 years later, the whole hobby has kind of actually become something that you can actually get equipment and put stuff together. So it's almost more along the lines of RC planes versus something where you had to build stuff from scratch.
Wow. Yeah, we have pictures of your house and what it looks like on the outside, and this is just truly amazing. So I hate to see your electric.
It's kind of crazy, but the Agent Meister Mom, she actually brings all the things that go bump the night, and I bring the technology side of things.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
How long does it take to put something like this together?
Usually, I mean, it's something that we kind of do throughout the year, so we get bits and pieces there, but there's kind of a mad rush towards the beginning of October. So about a week or so to start getting everything together and then start tweaking. And then usually takes about another week just to explain all the stuff and the questions when people stop by as we're putting stuff up.
I know that's right. Now how do you do it technology? I mean, as far as technology is concerned.
There's a couple different things that you actually need for one of these light shows. The first off is obviously a computer. The computer is what actually controls everything. But for the computer to actually talk to the lights, you need a light controller. So there's different light controllers from different manufacturers. You can build them yourself. You can get pre-made kits. This is actually a D-light controller. So you can kind of see inside here a bunch of little electronics. And all the little lights actually hook up to each one of these little channels. Okay. So this one actually has 16 channels, but this is pretty much the brain of the operation. Okay. So to control that, you need a little piece of software on here. On this one, we're actually using a program called Aurora. And as you can kind of see here, this is what happens is we put the music in that we want to have for the light show, and you can kind of see the little spectrograph going across the top. Okay. And then to actually create the show, we have all the little devices that we have, and we basically just kind of paint in when we want the lights to actually come on. So every time you see one of these little orange little lights here, that's when the lights actually come on. So just giving you a quick example here, these little pumpkins that I have are actually programmed with the lights. So I'm just going to start the show real quick here.
So we're going to dim the lights in the studio too, just so we can actually see it. All right.
Yep, and you'll actually see in a second here the program will start. You'll see a little line going across because it's actually going to essentially play back what it's already been programmed. And then in the meantime, this controller is actually sending electric to each of the different lights. So we can actually have multiple controllers to get all the way up to 256 different channels, so 256 actions at a time. So pretty much, like I said, you go through and you spend time throughout your summer and that sort of thing, just going through and setting up and programming the lights and figuring out how you want to actually do everything on those.
This is the setup from inside your house. What are we looking at here?
This is actually inside our garage. We have an oversized garage that we actually have a couple hundred different items that the Agent Meister Mom's actually collected over those 30 years.
Oh my God.
So this is actually open during Halloween. And in fact, pretty much that week will usually be there and available. The light show that we actually have, it actually runs every night from 7 to 9. So that's if you ever stop over on Abels Avenue, A-B-E-L-S Avenue in Paynesville, Ohio. You can actually see the show. In fact, I actually have a little device here that's a FM transmitter. Okay. So what it does is this music that you hear, it actually will transmit it across 97.7 FM to your car.
That's crazy.
So as you're outside, you can actually listen to the show in your car through just this little device right here.
Incredible.
Now, just because being a technology geek and being a little bit lazy, I don't always want to go out and actually set everything up. So normally I actually have everything controlled through my iPad.
Well, there you go.
Yep. Yep. So a little bit of supernatural and a little bit of technology combined together for what we call the Meister House Halloween.
Do you guys do the same thing for Christmas, or are you just a Halloween?
We actually have the stuff for Christmas. We don't do it as much just because, as you guys know, it gets a little bit cold when you're actually outside. We really love the Halloween just because people come to the house and we get to talk to them.
Yeah.
So like I said, pretty much we have this show running from 7 to 9 every night.
That's pretty
If you just want to stop by, we're pretty much around there. And pretty much that last week there, we'll have the actual garage itself open. Wow. So, feel free to stop down.
Do you have these guys fired up too?
Yep. We actually have, like I said, we actually have a whole bunch of little animated guys, and they pretty much go through and do all their little stuff.
That's pretty cool. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, you come down and visit us at the Meister House for a little bit of fright and fun, or just come down if you want to see the technology side of things. Just come down and visit us at Best Buy. Geek Squad is there for not quite the supernatural, but more the tech side.
This is really cool.
All right.
Mama Meister, nice to meet you. Great job.
Thanks.
Great job.
And Agent, thank you very much as
Thank you.
always. Appreciate it.
All right. Link to all this great stuff on our website, fox8.com.